the sunset. The day is ending.
Okay, we're going to see what our new main delivery is here at F4 after our encounter with Neil Vanner, who is this mysterious figure who we ran into in these cliff-like tar worlds. But the truth of his identity is still a mystery.
From this location, you should be able to see some snow-capped mountains, Sam.
Uh-oh.
Your next objective can be found in the heart of them, in the form of the Eastern Environmental Observatory. Once again, you'll need to link up several sites en route to this destination. The first such site to be brought online is the Chronobiologist Shelter, which is due west.
We found that already.
Pick up the main order on this delivery terminal in order to begin.
Didn't we? Oh no. Right, so we need to make a choice here because trekking in the mountains is something completely different entirely, isn't it? We could probably get the bike up there, the trike up there, right? This is the only main order available from here. I mean, I might do this now, to be honest. It'd be nice to do something on foot for a bit. We could maybe try and go to this BT area on the way, I'm not sure. We need to wear the right skeleton and boots for this though. Trekking boots and the skeleton we got from this place as well. Maybe some floating carriers. To lighten the load a bit. Do not submerge. You're due to visit the chronobiologist next. It seems like they'd like to examine a new type of cryptobiote that's recently been found. This cargo must not be submerged in water. The journey involves traversing snowy mountains. Make sure you're well prepared. Right. Right, it's an icy mountain trail. A path once used to scale the peaks of the snowy mountains. Very little trace of the path now remains. Very steep in places, and it's clear that rock falls often take place here. I'm down for that. I think what we're best doing is going over the snow, I guess. It's going to be a bit steep here, though.
Delivery route finalized.
What size container is it? A large. Picked up some new APAS stuff that was to do with the coffin board. And cargo grenades as well. Right, so we've got the boost skeleton on at the minute. We really want the bulker skeleton. Yeah, traverse difficult terrain. Yeah, we'll take the silver one. We've got 2 sets of trekking boots. I need some more blood bags. I will take a level 2 floating carrier. We should probably take some climbing gear. We'll take a guide post, some climbing anchors. I can't imagine I'm going to need a ladder, but... we might want to customize the backpack a bit here as well. Right. Alright, you two go in the backpack. Focus skeleton can be equipped. Right, cargo management. So the crypto buyout variants. Want to load onto the carrier. And boost skeleton, we want to stick in the private locker. We don't want to take too much weaponry, to be honest. So you, yeah, deployable shield. We'll keep the machine gun. Got all our grenades. These can be recycled. Do a sneaky auto arrange. And I think that's okay, really. We've got the heavy thing. Yeah. Oh, we might as well recycle these. Right, and then backpack customization. What might we want here? So we might want an extra battery to help with the skeleton. Solar generator might not be too useful. Back protector, no. Anti-gravity stuff we don't really need. I reckon we take an extra battery. And we get rid of these anti-gravs. Right, that's going to be tough to fit then. I reckon we get rid of another anti-grav. We just move you up here. Oh wow, I can't fit anything, can I? Right, that should do. Right, that way we can make sure the skeleton is continually used. We've got all our grenades still. We've got a small gap, I guess. And then I guess we can just stick everything in the floating carrier, right? I mean, why not? Right, let's get out of here.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Oh, I need one more blood bag. My bad. Oh, the trike. Oh. Hang on. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. The bloom! We're not coordinated anymore. Right. We're all ready to go, I think. We're nice and light. And we're going to go on a proper trek, which is a nice change of pace.
Don't forget, we're all rooting for you.
Right, so this extra battery pack nearly doubles the, gives it an extra third of battery, so we haven't got anything like the heating generators that you got in the first game, at least not yet.
Let's get a move on.
Now I could actually probably use the coffin, but I think we need to be on the network for that, so it's nice to do an old-fashioned trek anyway. To be honest. You can already see where the monorail network will come in here, and the road as well. Look at this though, hideous. I really wish you could pull these carriers on while you're on the coffin board, but I guess that's when we went over it. It would be very similar to the capacity of an off-roader. We're nice and light though. And while we're using the floating carrier, nothing can be submerged. I maybe should have brought a second one so we can surf a bit, but it's much harder to control than the coffin anyway. There's that BT area over there with all those strange structures that we'll try and do some farming in at some point. But yeah, you do. I feel like you do tend not like when you have the option to use the trike. It's definitely something that you'll prioritize using because why wouldn't you, right? I mean, it's one of them. But this is the meat and potatoes of the deliveries. I feel that experience of hiking that maybe I've not done enough. Maybe I've been using the trike a bit too much. But we've been in a part of the game that where the traversal's not particularly difficult, right? So obviously that'll come into play a lot more in the mountains. So yeah, maybe after we do this delivery, the plan will be to just, I'm going to do a load of side questing. But first I would like to go and do some BT farming, because we need 30,000 Kyro crystals probably to fill out the track layers and the roads. I hope we're going to unlock that unicycle. I mean, there's an off chance it was just purely for fragile, but there's usually some sort of bandit camp near these big centres. I think that those strands are mostly for the area that was on the side of the river where those structures are. But I could be wrong. Some of them look like they're in the mountains too. Well, as it was in the first game, traversing the mountains is no joke. No joke at all. Coming down that on the coffin board is going to be something else. Yeah, we need to do jumps. I think I've not really built out a zipline network, but I think the ziplines come into it a lot more in the mountain area. Because when we got introduced to them, the track layer network was right there, so there was less pressure to build it, I feel. Yeah, that's where all the BTs are over there. Guess that's like an old highway, maybe? But it's so difficult to know what to think of that Neil Varner guy. But he's obviously got some sort of intimate connection to Sam. But Sam feels kind of oblivious to this kind of thing a lot of the time. It's weird, one thing I've been meaning to mention is how it doesn't always feel like we're playing as Sam. You know, we're controlling him, but Sam offers such little insight into himself that... Oh, I didn't bring any container repair spray.
Fuck this.
Rookie mistake, as per usual. Right, as long as I don't crash, then it shouldn't matter, really. I think we might run into BTs here. I don't think the trike could have got up this. We're in the snow! At long last! So I think our stamina is going to drain very quickly here. That's how it worked in the first game, until you got some of the heating solutions. Why is the floating carrier going through the snow? It said, do not submerge. Oh no! Fuck. Get out of the way, Sam! Only a G scale 4. You seem to be moving a bit too fast there, friend. Whoa, look at this. This is like SSX coming down here, right? How bad are these avalanches going to get? I feel like we haven't really felt the pinch of these weather effects. They're cool and everything, but you can... The weird thing is the way that, you know, you're trying to get somewhere, so you just sort of avoid them, right? You know, if you see a river's flooding, like, right, well, I'll go around it, or I'll bring a vehicle or something. XL ceramics. Can I resist? No, I can't. Five. What an insult. A road near the musician has started to deteriorate. What? Not the roads. There aren't any roads near the musician. What the hell are you talking about? You mean this one? Yeah. What am I going to have to do to repair these? Oh, 70%. These are like the first ones we built. That is massively worrying. We're like halfway through the game, so maybe we'll be okay. So we've not got our HUD up anymore, so we're not technically in timefall. Wow. You can still see the Magellan floating around. Right, so hitting the boost doesn't really speed us up much here, to be honest. What a view. Wow, look at these structures. There might be BTs over here. Guess I should have brought the other floating carrier. Specifically for this bit. Wow. Yeah, I think the combination of the floating carrier, the skeleton, and these boots is helping us out a lot here. Right, there goes our chiral T stamina. Oh. Gandalf! Oh no, look at the wind. Oh dear. This is like a avalanche or something. Quick, drink some water. Is there a better HUD we could be using? I think there probably is, isn't there? Oh, it's a hat. Right, fair enough. Oh man, this is getting bad. The hood can't make its mind up. Oh no. I don't know what the hell's wrong with the hood. Can't see anything. Oh god. I can hardly see a thing. There we go. This looks like a tent.
Gotta stay warm.
These electrobiotes. Ooh, little tar pool. Stop saying. Oh, he's going to keep saying Pico while he's got the hat on.
Speckle.
Nice.
Speckle.
Shut up, Sam.
Speckle.
No! I can't handle it. Take it off. And there were some ceramics down here. Oh,
Skin my teeth.
Just like that, Sam.
well, that doesn't count as being submerged in the snow or something. Yeah, so I mean, the floating carriers might be the most efficient way to transport. But they're just going to be... If you have the speed skeleton, you can probably outrun the off-roader. So you could fit 6 extra larges, so it's only 12 compared to the 20 you can fit on the off-roader, right? So, not really. Not really worth it. They're the only person who lives here.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted.
We are here. There's some bonus stuff as well.
Good to see a friendly face. It's been a while since I've had visitors. I'll check your cargo right away. You took excellent care of this cargo, didn't you? I like it when people take their work seriously. Wait, is that what I think it is? I can't believe my eyes. I should have no trouble continuing my research, and it's all thanks to you. All right, use your Cupid to connect to my shelter.
Don't the Cupid things look like coffins? Right? They really do. I just thought then. Chronobiologist. Oh, Magellan's here. Okay. I don't know who's in this little sliver. Some music. Right.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Same level.
I'm finally part of the chiral network.
How old are you?
I've been looking forward to this moment. I should be able to conduct research at a faster pace than ever. Please accept this by way of thanks.
I recognise that voice actor. It's someone from Horizon, I think. Yeah. It's the Quen girl. Cryptobiote an accessory. Wearing this will make cryptobiotes less wary of Sam, lowering the likelihood of them fleeing when he approaches.
I picked up this accessory in the UCA. You should try attaching it to your backpack. Who knows? It might bring you good luck. Oh, and in case you're curious, the cargo you brought me contained a stock of cryptobiote variants. I've taken to calling them chronobiotes. They appear to alter your body's internal clock for a brief period when consumed. Just another example of the many ways the Death Stranding is wreaking havoc on our perception of time. It's introduced us to Timefall and the beach, as well as the EEs that brought about previous mass extinctions. You know, I can't help but wonder if extinction entities are related to chronobiotes. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Especially with the strange incidents we've been hearing about lately.
Yeah, you look about like 12 years old. What's going on? You're in a research facility in a mountain. Right, chronobiotes. So I guess like they stop you from aging or something?
They're cryptobiotes that have become infected with chiral microbes, parasites that induce changes in the host. Chronobiotes can accelerate various processes within the human body.
Or accelerate.
Simply put, eating one should make everything around you appear to move more slowly.
Ah.
Much like Timefall, which ages everything. And the beach, where time stands still. This disruption of the natural temporal flow is linked to the underlying mechanisms of the Death Stranding. Continued study of chronobiotes should therefore help us to solve the greatest mystery of our times. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
How do you think they're related to the extinction entities?
So I've heard a little bit about Hartman's research via the hydrologist. You know, the mass extinctions of trilobites, ammonites, and the dinosaurs. Apparently, all these ancient events were set in motion by extinction entities. I'm told there was a human extinction entity as well. And that EEs had umbilical cords linking them to the beach, which could be why their fossilized remains were somehow unaffected by the passage of time. The parasitic chiral microbes that latch onto chronobiotes also originally came from the beach. So, you could even think of them as another form of umbilical tether linking their hosts to the other side. It's a pattern that shows we can't discount the possibility that a new EE might yet be born.
Yep, told you.
And the reason why I believe further study of these microbes could help prevent another extinction event. Now that I have a chiral network connection, this sort of research should finally be possible. Well, the porter who used to come through here was attacked by something.
Uh-oh.
It was bad enough that they gave up doing delivery work for good. They still managed to deliver my last shipment, but it was covered with strange dents and markings. When I asked what had happened, they just said it was the work of the Headless Rider.
Oh,
People have
God.
been talking about the Rider for a while, actually. And there's this guy not far from here who's dedicated to studying strange mysteries like that. I sent him some details, and he said he'd need to ask around for someone to lend him a hand. You should keep your eyes peeled for trouble until he figures out what we're dealing with.
Great, the Headless Rider.
I hope this isn't the last time we meet. With no one else around to make deliveries, I was beginning to think I'd have to call it quits. Oh, by the way, a suborder just got posted about those strange incidents I mentioned. You can check it on the delivery terminal here.
Sure.
It's probably in your interest to find out more anyway, given how much time you spend outside. And, who knows, you might even be able to convince them to join the chiral network, too. I just hope we can get to the bottom of things sooner rather than later. Thanks again, and take care.
Well then, Sam. By the way, we have info on Nilvana to share. Could you join me on the bridge?
All right.
Order completed. Well done.
Oh, I didn't notice this. A ghost hunter. Well, looks like we're going to be surfing down the mountain. It's one extra large, but it's breakable, so... So, what kind of material numbers are we talking? Very low. Let's go and talk to Fragile. Warm water beneath my feet. It seems the groundwater around here is warmer than usual, and it's especially warm near the slope at the back of my shelter. I wonder what's causing it. Is there something down there? Oh, we can probably build a pool. Sometimes subterranean beach water, warmed by the tar currents, runs quite close to the surface. It's possible you might find a hot spring nearby. Yes, I know! Well, I check that out in due course.
We managed to learn a few more things about Nilvana. You may remember that he was a porter contracted by Bridges. That's what we told you before. Since then, I received a mail.
Another one from our very own Hartman, I'm guessing. Look, we sure we can trust them? Whoever they are?
They are almost certainly someone on the inside. Someone with access to the UCA's administrative systems. It seems Neil Vanna was attending therapy sessions.
But the real revelation is who Vanna's therapist was.
Lucy.
Charlie. Can you please explain?
A specialist who worked with other doomed sufferers, including one Sam Bridges. She was your therapist and your partner.
Lucy?
Neil Vanna's name was on our client list. Right there in black and white.
That's crazy.
We also uncovered a photo you should see.
Per the records, they perished in a void out which claimed an entire city. A void out only you survived, Sam.
Lucy was pregnant at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't mine. The child she was carrying.
What?
She straight up told me to my face. I never had any kids. She was just my shrink, helping me to work through my often phobia. That's all she ever was to me.
But I'm sure Lucy says explicitly that she's in love with Sam. Maybe this Neil guy killed her when he found out she'd possibly had an affair with Sam then, maybe.
Sam, this is Charlie. A new assignment has been entered into the system. You've been asked to go and connect the metagenomicist to the network. Access the chronobiologist delivery terminal to find and undertake this main order.
Huh. We actually saw Lucy. I digitized the mysterious voice. Hey Sam, do you remember that recording you brought me? The one with the mysterious voice, crying voice on it? Well, Tarman was right. It can't be digitized by traditional methods. I had to create my own version of it using an app. Anyway, should be in a format we can share over the Chiral network now. Have these comments been here the whole time? That's quite some ear you've got there. Nice work. There's a metagenomicist at the next place we're hooking up who knows a lot about beach dwelling creatures. We'll check with her. Sounds good, thanks. Oh my god. You can also climb in. Have I never noticed these? Okay, most of them don't have Sure it was me? I've no memory of doing such training program. Maybe it's a system bug. Huh. I'm sorry if I've missed these. I just didn't notice at all. Chronobiologist. A cute kangaroo. I managed to spot a kangaroo near Hartman's lab. I was able to take a snap before it ran away too, but the photo didn't come out very well. Every 21 minutes, my eyesight gets a pretty significant boost for a period of 3 minutes. Generally, it's a bit of a pain, but it does have its uses. You can see that far away? I'm tempted to try and recruit you for the observatory. Kangaroos come this close to us? I had no idea. We had a corpus entry for Lucy, interestingly enough. Huh. No way. Analysis of his ID card has revealed that the man who attacked Sam was called Neil Vanner, though it seems that Neil died several years ago. Neil was a doomed sufferer and a highly regarded porter. Recognizing his talents, Bridges asked Neil to undertake a series of special deliveries across the border between the former Mexico and USA. Ostensibly, he was to deliver medical supplies and materials, but actually smuggled various restricted items, including narcotics. 11 years ago, Neil was killed in a void-out that struck a number of Bridges' experimental laboratories and medical facilities. Sam was also caught in the void-out. Hang on, I was thinking of something while I was reading this. A number of experimental labs and medical facilities. Sam was also caught in the void-out, surviving thanks to his repatriation abilities. It was this very incident that prompted Sam to leave Bridges and work as a freelance porter until Bridget asked him to return. Now, before we read Lucy's, I feel like we really need to reread Lucy's report so that we can put some of this in context. I'll try and search for this. Without spoiling this. So I've specifically typed in Death Stranding 1, Lucy's report. Right. Now there were 12 Lucy's reports. The ones we're interested in are the final ones because they talk about when she died and stuff. Right, it's the last, like, 2 or 3 that we need to read. It's purely because, like, Amelie starts to come into it with these reports. I'm maybe going to start from report number 9 here. Our baby is doing well. We've been told we're having a girl. Sam has already picked out a name for her. Louise, Lou, he likes to call her. He talks to her a lot, touching my stomach, telling her to grow big and strong. Bridget was delighted when she found out and suggested that we take a family photograph. Amelie was out of town, so it was just 3 of us. Blushing, smiling, and that same blush, that same smile when we received the printout, along with apologies for being old-fashioned. There was a funny little message on it. Be stranded with love, handwritten and signed. It's unique now, you can't digitize or copy it. I'll always remember those words and that moment forever. Report number 10. Little Lou's 28 weeks old now. The doctor just checked us both out and said we're doing fine, but I'm not so sure. Lately I've been having the same terrible dream every night. I open my eyes and I'm all alone on the beach. I'm lonely and afraid, so I start wandering around looking for someone, anyone. I spot Sam and Amelie standing at the water's edge, their backs to me. Relieved, I call out to them. Her hair shimmers in the grey light, but when she turns, it's her mother's face. Twisted with sadness and pain, she speaks and says, I'll be waiting for you on the beach. And I scream so loud, and then I wake up. This is a fairly long one, report number 11. Everything's gone wrong. I didn't understand at the time. I was a therapist, a good one, but even I couldn't make sense of the nightmares or what was happening to me. Bridget came to visit the other day. They're not nightmares, she said. I hadn't told her yet. I felt Lou stirring inside me as she continued. She said she was sorry that she hadn't known it would happen. Lou's special. She said that a lot. Lou had Sam's blood, and through her I was bound to the beach. Don't be afraid. She said that a lot too. I'd cured Sam, made him whole, given him a life to live for, to protect, and made him a part of this world. She had a lot to say about that, about how the world was a jumbled mess, life and death all mixed up, but that Sam, my Sam, might be the one to make it whole again, like I'd made him whole. Without him, our fate was sealed, but with him there was still hope for a future. And then she told me I was right. The beach exists within each of our minds, but that didn't mean that it was just a figment of our imagination. It had value, purpose, and in time I would understand. She took my hand like I'd taken his on that day a lifetime ago. She smiled and squeezed. I was there on the beach. Everything I'd seen in my nightmares I saw in that instant. Somewhere inside me, Lou was laughing, and then it all fell into place. Sam's birth, his family, the death stranding. For the first time I saw how all the pieces fit into a terrible truth I didn't want to believe but couldn't deny. I saw my part in it too, and little Lou's. Those funny little words on the picture, be stranded with love. And I was. And then the final one, report number 12. You'll have questions, and I wish I had all the answers, but I don't. I only hope this will help you to understand. Lou's kicking woke me up. I was alone, still half asleep, so everything around me looked askew. That all too familiar feeling of waking and dreaming and being tangled up. But you and Bridget and Amelie lead even more muddied lives, don't you? A reality between life and death, between this world and the next. Because all of this chaos and confusion beyond imagination stranded on our shore. There are pills on the table next to me that I just took, all at once. I've tried to make sense of it, but this was never my world. I was born into an older one without a beach, where the dead stayed buried and life moved on. Damn it, I'm shaking so hard I don't think the drugs are working. I've got some syringes loaded with sedatives. Enough. I think I'm going to use them, one after the other, until I run out. I love you, Sam. I'll always love you. And then that's what you would presume caused the void out. I'm just going to maybe read report 7 or whatever it was. Or report 8. I'm just trying to see if there's any way that this is worded where it makes it sound like it's not Sam that she's sort of in love with, but it was clearly Sam. And they made it sound like it was clearly Sam's child with Sam's blood. Interesting. Right, now let's read what this says. That's just bizarre seeing her face, right? Given their special connection to the beach and the world of the dead, doomed sufferers often showed symptoms that baffled the first mental health professionals who encountered the condition. Sam's aphanphosphobia was no different. Lucy was a counsellor who specialised in dooms and saw numerous sufferers of the condition in the course of her work, including Neil Vanner. After Sam and Lucy began seeing each other, if aphanphosphobia was cured, seeing each other professionally, they built a happy life together until a void out 11 years ago killed Lucy, who was 7 months pregnant at the time. Upon Lucy's death, Sam's aphanphobia symptoms re-emerged. He left Bridges and worked as a freelance porter for 10 years before Bridget asked him to return. That doesn't say anything about Lucy, really, does it? Yeah, I mean, the fact that she died at 7 months pregnant and this still baby syndrome is the 7 months thing as well, it's just hard to know what is real here, right? And what might be part of some sort of trauma-based trauma-induced, like, mental illness or something. Bizarre seeing her face. Makes me feel like she's going to be in the game somehow, or we're going to see her on the beach or something. The beach has had very little presence in the game so far, right? I guess without Amelie being here. What's on her? Is that an A-Pass ID card there? Or is it Bridges? Probably Bridges, isn't it? Jesus. Right, more questions than answers, of course. Dolman.
You slept well, yes? And you'll only need a short break before we can get to work.
You know, do you think you're my supervisor or something?
Sam, been a while since you had...
Be quiet.
You and Neil Vana have a stronger connection than I realized. There must be some reason why he keeps appearing before you in that mysterious realm. Admittedly, while we've only seen a few pieces of the larger puzzle, it may lead to discoveries you might struggle to accept. Nevertheless, I commend you for your courage in facing your past head-on thus far. I say this with the utmost sincerity.
That's the problem, mate. That is the problem.
When you consume a chronobiote, your perception of the world around you dramatically slows down for a brief period. It's not hard to imagine why that'd be beneficial in the middle of a fight. You'd have a much easier time lining up your shots, and you'd see enemy attacks coming long before they had the chance to hit you.
Yes.
I'm reminded of the difference in the passage of time experienced when we're on the beach. It stands to reason that both phenomena might be caused by microbes from the beach and their effects on our bodies when ingested.
Right. Oh, more questions than answers, man. Okay, I guess what we'll do is go and see if we can build this hot spring. I shouldn't have left all that stuff on the floating carrier. It's all going to have gone in my private locker that's got a million things in it. Surely this will trigger a memory. Seeing Lucy's face again.
You really don't remember me.
You really don't remember me?
That woman just now, was that...
Lucy. That was Lucy.
Ah, yes. She was your therapist, wasn't she?
Oh my god. You really don't remember me? And it was Sam, because it has Sam's little mark on his hand. How far away is this, man? Gonna be all the way up there, isn't it? Where we need to go next is someone we found already, right? Yeah. The metagenomicist. And we can unlock this ghost hunter guy as well. So we'll try and do both. But it looks like we're going to the Tar Lake at long last. Oh, look what you're making me do here, just for a hot spring. This isn't worth it at all. You really don't remember me. I mean, that could have been from one of their early sessions, right? Where Sam was very skeptical of her help. Why do you want me to build it then? Oh, look.
Hell yeah.
It was just blue, what the hell?
Much obliged. Let there be water.
Why? Why'd you have to blind me?
So there was an underground spring out here as well, huh?
Yes, I found
Returned to
it.
Hartman's lab and shared the good news.
What's this, break?
I'm not going to fast travel from here, so...
What a wonderful feeling.
A metallic spring. EX grenades restored. Sure.
Now this is living.
This is the life.
Come on, let's stand up before we completely freeze to death. Yeah, now I cannot see anything. Yeah, that memory must have been from an early session with Sam. I don't know, but the way she touched his hand was very aggressive. Lucy Strand. Oh, we need to report back to her? Yeah, alright. I meant to store these materials on the Magellan. I shall do that now. These are probably chronobiotes, right? We've got like some bizarre love triangle going on now. I just feel like, you know, because Amelie and Bridget were so powerful as an extinction entity, if it wasn't really Sam's child, I feel like they would have been able to sense that somehow. I really feel like, yeah. Yeah, I just feel like they would have been able to tell. Okay, so we'll probably accept... Right, so with us actually heading back towards this part of the map, I'll probably take the quest on for... Because he's down here. Or he or she is down here, the ghost hunter. So we'll probably do this one first, but we'll need to take the order a bit over here as well, because we don't have to climb all the way back up here. Can't believe the roads are deteriorating. Oh! They're deteriorating pretty fast. We need a big ceramics haul to get the stuff out, the road out here, basically. I think the road will split here. Quite drastically in terms of materials required anyway. So I think this bit of road should be quite easy to build if we just get some more chiral crystals. So, yeah. Right, guys, I'm actually going to leave that one there because we've got a lot to think about. A lot to think about. Yeah, we'll take on a few of these orders, I guess. Bring this prepper online and then head on to the main quest delivery as well once we see what kind of delivery it is, right? If they're both breakable cargo, we maybe need to do them separately. Yeah, but we've seen Lucy. We've actually seen Lucy. Seems like there's some sort of intimate connection to... I keep wanting to say Eric Banner, but it's Neil Vanner. It's a Neil. So, I don't know. So maybe Sam is not telling them the truth about Lou's genetics, maybe. It's really difficult to know. But yeah, I reread some of Lucy's report there that would definitely make it sound like it's Sam's child, right? But maybe she lied. I don't know. Who knows? We'll pick it up from here next time. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a thumbs up if you did. Just remember, everyone, never trust an on-crate. I'll see you next time.